right. Welcome to Mariana's Press. This is a live phone interview with Delbert Pua. Delbert, thank you for joining us. You're welcome, Tom. And you've posted already to your social media the news that the governor has terminated you from your position as Special Assistant of the Office of Youth Affairs as of April 1st. So, first of all, how are you doing? And tell us about how all of this transpired.
Well, Tom, thank you again for that question. I'm doing fine. I'm relieved. And honestly, I could not speculate more on what transpired to this termination as of my performance. The first time I was appointed by Governor Palacios to begin with, and I have, throughout my tenure, I have to struggle to look for other alternatives to bring about the youth programs for the CNMI. Unfortunately, there was never support on the top, and that's number one. And number two, I'm very appreciative to the Precinct 1 representative, most especially Congressman Vincent Odon Kobe, because Congressman Odon is always the one that's answering to my needs of the Office of Youth Affairs.
And Delbert, did this come as a surprise to you? Have you had meetings before, or were you notified just through this letter, or did you have a personal meeting with the governor yesterday?
Thank you again, Tom, for that question. And first and foremost, let me be clear on that. Unfortunately, not. The governor did not give me the courtesy or a closed-door meeting to let me know, if this is the way it's going to happen. But I'm not surprised, though, that this termination is coming to my way. I was expecting it. It's a disappointing matter because he never gave me the courtesy to at least give me a call and, ahead of time so that I can able to tender my resignation if he asks for it. But not in this way with this termination, and it's very disappointing and upsetting.
And why are you, full disclosure, we did ask Governor Palacios for comment this morning at a proclamation event that we saw him at. He declined to comment. But why are you deciding to speak out now?
In the beginning, when we were brought into the conference room in the governor's office, when we were first appointed by the governor, we were told in that room that we have to be professional and we should, leave out the social media. Anything that we disagree, we shouldn't be putting it out without them knowing. So anything that we put out on social media or any media platform, it has to go through the governor's office prior before we can, and we're not, like I said, we were put in that room and we were instructed to do like the things that they expected us. Unfortunately, I became quiet throughout my tenure, and this is the time for me to speak out because I am no longer associated with the Palacios administration.
Would you say it's fair to say that do you still believe in the leadership of the governor?
Thank you, Tom, again for that question. In the beginning, I did. So throughout my first appointment, I did believe in his leadership. But as the years passed, and we kept having meeting after meeting, then asking us to submit highlights and challenges about our office, what are the accomplishments and the success. But I noticed further down that I lost my confidence and trust in this leadership of Governor Palacios. But I still believe in the leadership of Lieutenant Governor Apatang, because Lieutenant Governor Apatang is one humble and honorable Lieutenant Governor that always find the time to talk to me whenever I try to reach out to him to let plans. But to answer directly to your question, no, I do not believe the leadership of Governor Arnold Palacios.
I want to follow up on something you just mentioned about the work at Youth Affairs. Can you tell us some of the things that you were able to accomplish there during the time you were there?
Yes, thank you again. Unfortunately, there are few. In fact, we have in Cobra Youth Center. It's we are replacing the flooring of the youth center. That's one, and our indigenous affairs for the summer camp. But from the beginning, like I said, I came into office with nothing. So what I did is I went and I identified the funding. Now, when I identified the funding, I've been helping other agencies. Unfortunately, like I said, the governor never gave me the opportunity to think about, the challenges that I face. So further, the accomplishment that I have, I owe it to my greatest team of youth affairs. They are the ones that are moving mountains for me, not me moving mountains for them. So the success is coming from my staff.
And so, what happens next? Are you going to challenge your termination? What are your next steps?
Thank you again. I am not going to challenge. In fact, yesterday, just for a laugh, they made a joke out of my termination. If it's an April Fool, because it so happened on April 1st. I will not challenge my termination letter, and I will remain as it is, as a normal person, not getting involved in any governmental affairs, but I will still get involved in politics. And what's ahead of me, I'm not sure. I'm hoping the Lieutenant Governor will reach out to me soon, and from there, maybe, I'm not sure. For the meantime, as rendering my 20 years of service in the government, I have decided to at least rest and enjoy my time with my son and my family and friends.
I know you released a public message earlier this morning, and you were talking about how you have been reached out to by countless members of the community, including your friends and family. What have people been telling you about the news that you've shared?
The impact that I made with this community, some of this personal confidence in me back in 2022 when I first ran. Unfortunately, I lost the election. But they were shocked and surprised that the governor has done this, serving me my termination letter and questioning why is the governor weeding out the loyalists of his the people that put him there to begin with to become a governor of the Commonwealth. And some of those individuals too that brought up to my attention, like the governor has become hypocrite at his own flaw. If he has forgotten what he said during his interview back in 2022, or when they first won the election, that the question that they asked him is, would you practice the same thing that the last administration did, firing people all because of whatever? And with himself that he would not practice the same thing as what the last administration did.
All right, Delbert, that's all the questions I had. Thanks for your time. Is there any last message you want to share with the community while we have you on the line?
Yes, Tom. I would like to take this opportunity to extend my sincere appreciation to Honorable Lieutenant Governor Delbert Pua for giving me the opportunity to serve under their administration. And I also owe the same gesture to the late Special Assistant to the Administration, Dr. M. Babota, for always giving me some lectures and advice. And also shout out to my from the Office of Youth Affairs. Thank you for the understanding and patience throughout our difficult times. And to the people of the Commonwealth, God bless.
All right, Delbert, thank you so much for your time.